We're at Whole Foods and I am literally going grocery shopping. This is my weekly haul for grocery shopping. I shop at a lot of different grocery stores. One, because I'm on YouTube and I'm on Instagram, but also two, I've just always been passionate about going to the grocery store. I love food and I also love food science. So I like to go and see new products. I like to see what's on shelves at stores, and I'd like to just keep it interesting. For me, if I went to the grocery store 3-4 times a week, I'd be perfectly fine with that. Today, all we're gonna do is we're gonna be shopping at Whole Foods and I'm gonna pick up what I would eat in a week. So first, we're gonna start over here at the produce section. Shout out to kiwis, almost as high in potassium as bananas and higher than oranges in vitamin C. I'm not gonna get kiwis this week, but a lot of times I do. Something else I buy all the time is avocado, but what I'm gonna end up doing is getting individual packs of guacamole. And the reason I love avocado, they're so high in healthy fats while at the same time being high in fiber. But the problem is portioning these on like a food tracking app, nearly impossible. Like, what is your portion size? It's such a mess to get it out, to put it into like a measuring cup or on a food scale. It's a nightmare. So I buy the individual packs of guacamole. We're definitely gonna go buy that today. But we're starting off over here looking at all the produce. So the first thing I'm really looking for is berries. I'm a fanatic about berries. Every day I have raspberries. Every day I have blueberries. Let's see where they're at. Reason I'm so big on raspberries, super high in fiber, incredibly high in antioxidants. There's a ton of cognitive benefits for blueberries, and they are also high in fiber. So every day I have at least 2 cups of raspberries and at least 1 cup of blueberries every single day. Also, we've been going through IVF. My wife is currently pregnant, and I make sure that she has blueberries every day. There's literally studies around cognition involving blueberries. So this is something that I think both the 2 vital fruits that I have in my diet. And obviously all fruits are great, but not all fruits are created equal. These 2 I would highly recommend incorporating in your diet. Next on our grocery shopping list, we're gonna grab a high volume food. I'm not a big fan of kale, so I'm either gonna get spinach or arugula. Both super high in nutrients, and again, they're also a high volume food. So a lot of times when I get home around like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. I started work at 6, and I wanna have something that's going to fill me up so I don't snack before dinner. And something like arugula or the spinach is an awesome way to go about that. Because if I take this whole entire container, that's 16 ounces, this entire container has about 120 calories in it. So I'll make a salad about 1/3 of this. I'll put some Parmesan cheese on it, a really low calorie dressing, and I'll use that to help fill me up in the afternoon before dinner. Hey, what's up, brother? This teriyaki salmon, the Atlantic salmon, is this Norwegian farm raised? Okay, can I get about 20 ounces of that? So a little over a pound, like 1.25 pounds. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so I got some teriyaki salmon because the price was right on it. It's farm raised, but it's from Norway. You're gonna get farm raised salmon. You want it to be Norwegian. I mean, to be honest, Whole Foods borders on like pseudoscience when it comes to food. Like, they're very, very fanatical. So if they're serving Norwegian farm raised salmon, it's likely to be a great option. Obviously, wild caught is the gold standard, but Norwegian farm raises their salmon in a very responsible manner. I have salmon at least twice a week for dinner, usually about an 8-ounce portion, for all the reasons that you should be. All the omega-3s, obviously, is the primary reason. So I bought 20 ounces of this so I can have an 8-ounce portion, and there's some salmon for my wife as well. So sticking with dinner options, we got salmon. I'm gonna have that at least twice a week. And then one other night a week, I like to have some steak. They've got 3 steak options just from traditional beef steaks that I really like here. And then they have a ton of ribeye options. All of these pass the test. Right now I'm looking at the top sirloin because it's $12.99 a pound. Some of the other prices here, just to be honest, on the red meat, gets a little out of control for me. I've always been Team Costco. I'll continue to be Team Costco, but I'm not always in the mood to shop at Costco, honestly. Like I said, I'm very passionate about food. I love going to different stores. I love seeing new products. I like to go to different places. This is the top sirloin, 150 calories. It is 26 grams of protein. Remember our protein test. You take the grams of protein, in this case 26, you add a 0 to it. Does it have that many calories or less? It's 150 calories, therefore it passes our protein test. Now, just because something is a high protein food does not mean that it is a lean protein source. For something to be a lean protein source, per 4 ounces, it needs to have less than 10 grams total fat or less than 4 grams saturated fat. And this in fact does. It has 5 grams of fat along with being $13 a pound. So this is my go-to here, top sirloin. That's what I'm gonna pick up for today. So like I said, I go to the grocery store multiple times a week. So we're picking out dinner for like the next 3-4 days. We have a salmon meal, we have a steak meal. I am also going to get a chicken meal that I can throw in the air fryer because I am obsessed with my air fryer. And I'm actually gonna go with these chicken drumstick lollipops. The reason why, the chicken wings here, 190 calories, 22 grams of protein. Again, it passes our protein test, but they have 11 grams of total fat. And this is also just a huge damn portion. This is at least like 3-4 meals worth of chicken wings for the family. So I'm gonna get something that's smaller in portion size and also has better macros. 130 calories, 21 grams of protein, obliterates the test, and it's only got 5 grams of total fat per serving. So I'm gonna get these chicken drumsticks lollipops, throw some seasoning on it, throw in the air fryer. That's gonna be a dinner option. I'll probably buy these fries that I love and we'll have it with these and it'll be like an air fried dinner night. Again, I've really been obsessed with my air fryer recently, especially when using it for poultry. So now we're in the pasta section. I am half Italian and I take pasta very seriously. I don't like the black bean pasta. I don't like the red lentil pasta. All of these things, they're fine, but they taste like red lentils. They taste like black beans. They taste like peas. They don't taste like pasta. This is the best tasting high protein pasta I have tried in the game. It's noodles. It's 180 calories, 10 grams of protein, doesn't pass the test. However, still really fucking good macros for a noodle, and then 7 grams of fiber. These to me taste like 80–90% of actual pasta, even when you eat it without the sauce. So what I like to do, there's nothing magical about the sauce. I just get it because I like the taste. I get Rayos. I like the spicy marinara. When we buy some goodles, I just always keep this in my house, both Rayos, the sauce, and these goodle noodles. Again, if you're gonna get a high protein noodle, this is it. We may or may not have that for dinner this week, but obviously the shelf life of this, we'll just put it in our cupboard and eventually I'll use it when I'm feeling like in the mood for pasta. I've helped thousands of people lose weight. And one of the things I've seen as a coach over and over again is that people struggle to hit their protein requirement each and every single day, especially when you then consider keeping your calories down while hitting that protein requirement. So something that I've always done as a strategy is incorporating a protein snack. So maybe for breakfast, I'll have something like eggs with egg whites, lunch, I'll have something like chicken, and then I'll turn to something like a couple protein bars or Greek yogurt or cottage cheese. In this case, I'm gonna be buying some Siggi's non-fat plain yogurt. I'll also buy the non-fat vanilla. I really enjoy the taste of it. And that's when I'll incorporate some berries. I'll do that with both breakfast and I'll also do it with my protein snack when I'm doing something like buying Siggi's Icelandic yogurt. Again, this is a really easy way to hit your protein requirement every single day, incorporating Greek yogurt, Icelandic yogurt, cottage cheese, a couple of protein bars, or even something like whey protein. It makes it much simpler to hit your protein goal while staying under your calories. So one of my favorite fruits for on a diet is avocado. It's incredibly high in healthy fats while also being high in fiber. The problem is it's hard to portion out and it's highly caloric. So I like to buy either individual packs of avocado or in this case, individual packs of guacamole. So I'll incorporate this with like my lunch. I'll keep this on the side, have a couple packets. Very, very easy to portion out, especially when you're on a diet. One of the problems with the term organic in the food industry is that it's a nebulous term. It means nothing. There aren't strict enough guidelines or supervision over what qualifies something as organic or not. So I'm always cautious when buying eggs. Am I just a sucker and I'm paying $10 a carton for eggs, or am I actually getting something that's more nutrient dense? One of the things that makes me hopeful, again, the term is still not well enough defined, but is regenerative agriculture or regenerative farming. That's when they give the soil enough time to regenerate nutrients so that the food is more nutrient dense for whether it be the chickens or for whatever they're planting. I'm not going to tell you that it's the gold standard because I don't think there's enough accountability in anything in food regulation, let alone terms like organic or regenerative. However, for me, it's worth the risk, and I am going to spend $10 on a carton of eggs today. If you're price sensitive, obviously you wouldn't be at Whole Foods in the first place, but secondly, Don't waste your money. And a lot of times I would tell you when things simply say organic, don't waste your money. But I am hopeful about regenerative agriculture. And I am hopeful at some point there'll actually be stricter guidelines for any of these terms. And along with the eggs, I'm gonna get egg whites. And then I think we're pretty much done. I'm gonna get some olives and some potatoes for the air fryer. Okay, there's no such thing as superfoods. It's completely a marketing term. I know I'm breaking some hearts today, talking about organic being a nebulous term or telling you that superfoods don't really exist. But if there was such a thing as superfoods, it would be things like raspberries, blueberries, and olives. This is another incredibly powerful, healthy fat. So I like olives, avocados, and walnuts to incorporate in my diet for healthy fat sources. So I'm gonna grab some olives here at Whole Foods. I like them nice and fresh. Just all of them are a great source of healthy fats. You can get any kind of olive that you actually can stomach the taste of. Okay, closing out our shopping experience today at Whole Foods, I'm grabbing these Strong Roots proper fries. They taste exactly like steak fries. They're light, they're fluffy, they're crispy. They are everything that you would want in a fry without all the extra calories or without the work of you making themselves. So I buy like, literally when I'm usually shopping, I buy like 12 at a time. I was just here recently and I bought a ton of them. So I'm gonna grab 2. We only have so much refrigerator space. We have one in the garage and we also have one in the house. Eat Better bagels. Another awesome option. I like them. My wife loves them. Great choice. And then I always get some form of dessert. I'm Team Yasso. Chocolate chip cookie dough is my favorite all-time flavor, followed by peanut butter, probably followed by coffee and then fudge. But today I'm gonna go with these blueberry Greek yogurt low-fat dessert bars here from Whole Foods. I think there's 4 in here. There's 4 in here. So this should last me a couple days. That's it. That is shopping with me at Whole Foods. You can see my cart here. Ta-da! I don't know what this is gonna cost, probably a fortune. But again, I really do enjoy shopping here and I love shopping at different spots. If you like what you saw here today, please hit subscribe. If you're not following me on Instagram, that's where the majority of my following is. I put out reels each and every single day. I put out YouTube shorts every day, TikTok every single day, and at least once a week, we're putting out one long format video like you just watched today. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This is my grocery shopping haul from Whole Foods.